Good morning, beautiful people. Today's session is all about core stability. So we need to get nice and strong through the core, and then everything extends out from that. Our arms extend out, our legs, and we lengthen from the core. So we're getting a really strong center so that we can do our postures better, we can feel stronger, and we can flatten out that belly. It's always my key, my goal, that's for sure. Okay, so let's start just bringing the palms together, and you can either have your eyes closed or partly open, and pressing the palms together, lengthening through the neck, just wriggling the neck a little bit side to side, or maybe bringing the chin toward the chest, just getting a bit of freedom through that neck. Lovely. So palms are together, and let's inhale, pressing the palms and bring the palms over the face as you're lifting the palms up toward the sky, lifting all the way up, and then bring the backs of the hands together, and then exhaling, fingers wide, so like an angel's wings, extending all your feathers all the way down to the floor. Excellent. And now let's inhale, bring the palms to the center of the chest, lifting the palms in front of the face all the way up toward the sky, keeping the palms together, arms straight at the top, as straight as you can. Inhale some more, and backs of the hands together as you exhale, slowly through the nostrils, slowly with control. Exhale, 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 exhale. Bring the fingertips slowly toward the floor. Imagine those big angel's wings. Now this time bringing your palms to the center of the chest and inhaling, so filling the body up with light all the way from the universe as your palms coming above the head, straighten the arms, filled with light and love from the universe. Backs the hands together and stretching the fingertips out as wide as they can, cleansing the aura, every cell filled with light, and coming all the way, fingertips to the floor and palms to the chest. Bringing your nose down towards your fingertips, and let's get ready to start our class. Namaste. Gently opening your eyes. Now, if you wish, grab a block and sit on that, so whatever makes you comfortable, so that you can kneel for a little bit longer. So I'll just give you a moment to find your block. And then, so I'm just going to talk to you about the bandhas. So we've got the mula bandha, which is when you pull, you try it now, so pulling up through the perineum, like the anal muscles and the genital muscles, lifting them all up. Lift it up as hard as you can, without screwing up your face. And then just gently release. And then mula bandha, so that's pulling in through the lower belly, and at the same time it's lifting up like wings, angel's wings, so pulling in and up like a bird flying. So feel that, and then release. And then the last one is when you tip your head back and then lengthen the throat, and then bring the chin toward the chest. And this is called Jalandhara bandha. So the chin doesn't have to be on the chest, but toward the chest, and like you can feel a kind of a constriction through the throat. Okay, so when we're doing core exercises and when we're doing yoga in general, the more that we can use our breath to help us. Let's try it together. So just breathe in and pulling up, and then pulling in and up. So just doing that. And then as you breathe out, just release the belly first, and then the base. So let's try it again. So inhale, pulling up through the perineum, in through the lower belly and up, and then gently releasing belly first, and then the base. Good. So we're trying to do that in our exercises today, and I'll give you more instruction with our breath. So whenever you remember, just working on these bandhas. Okay? Okay, fantastic. So let's go towards the front of our mat, and we're just going to first start this morning in the cat-cow. So the cat-cow, so let's inhale and practice bringing on those bandhas. So the mula bandha, uddiyana bandha, just practice bring that as you inhale, and as as you exhale, releasing those bandhas.
And always in yoga, the breath is in and out through the nose, bringing the chin toward the chest. And then inhaling, pulling on the bandhas, mula bandha, uddiyana bandha. Really pulling those on as you bring your shoulders and your hips towards each other, sinking the belly as low as it will go. And then exhaling, pressing the hands and knees away as you bring your nose towards your chin. Towards your chin, towards your knees. And let's do one more. Inhaling.
And remember, it's on the exhale that you release the bandhas and you just totally allow all the breath to release. Beautiful. Let's come to a flat back. So what we're going to do here is just lift our leg out behind us. So pressing it out behind us and then bringing the arm in front. So I just need to move back a little bit, but you stay where you are. So moving the arm out in front. So the left hand out in front and putting that hand into a stop sign. So really pulling on the bandhas here. So keeping the shoulders level, stretching out through that back leg, flexing that heel at the back, the foot at the back. Imagine someone's pressing against the heel, so you bring the hip towards your right shoulder. Excellent. And let's release and relax. Just exhaling, curving the back up, and coming back to flat table. Now, pulling on all the bandhas, inhale, and pressing the leg and the arm away. So really holding the breath here. So extending through the neck, extending through the hand, so the hand is flexed, the heel is flexed, pulling in through those bandhas, holding there, hold, hold. So we're doing long holds today. 3, 2, 1, and replacing both the hands and the knees. Okay. Now this time, I want you to lift the knee up and have the foot flex behind you. So again, bringing on the bandha, and then bringing the left arm around and grabbing the top of the right foot, and see if you can lift that foot up into the air. So keep holding the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Excellent. Now let's lift up the left leg. So flexing that foot behind you. Bring the arm around to the side, the right arm, grabbing the top of that left foot and lifting it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Excellent. Bringing your knees apart and sitting back onto your heels, stretching your arms all the way forward, looking between the hands, separating all the fingers, keeping the arms straight, pulling in through. So inhale and hold the breath. Bring the shoulders down toward the hips and the bottom toward the heels, chest toward the floor. And then exhale, just release, let it all go. And just release. Okay, so now let's just bring our knees together, hip width apart, and separating the feet behind you, and then just coming. Alright, so I've got to come back here, and then bringing your chest down toward the floor as you're coming into a cobra, and sliding yourself all the way out, nice and long on your mat. Brilliant. So keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Just lifting up the chest, bring the shoulder blades down the spine, and then lifting up the left foot and bringing the right hand around to grab the top of that left foot and lifting the foot up into the air as far as you can today. So just lifting that up into the air. So you're holding the breath up here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. And then we'll swap to the other side. So lifting up that back foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And then stretching out both arms and both legs and lifting the arms up into Superman with a stop sign. So imagine that Superman is sending through that power through his hands, shh, and he's sending it out to the earth, healing the earth, sending love, big love hearts coming out, pulsing from your hands. Superman, Superwoman, Superboy, Supergirl, lifting those legs up higher behind you, neck in alignment with the spine. Bring the shoulders back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just sweeping your arms around to the sides and grabbing the tops of your feet and lifting yourself up, neck nice and long, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently releasing the knees, bringing the hands stacked one on top of the other, big toes touching, and just bring your forehead onto your hands to release and relax. Gently swaying the hips from side to side, loving our body every day. I choose to love my body every day, every moment. Good. Now let's just come onto the elbows and bring the chin into the hands, and then keeping the big toes touching and bringing the shoulders down and away as we're looking straight ahead. Imagine like you're reading a book, and then press the pubic bone into the floor. Good. And just holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now let's come to the Sphinx. So this time stretching the legs behind you, bringing both legs together really strongly and lifting the knees. So we have the arms parallel, fingers separated. Now pressing down through the arms and then inhaling, putting on your bandhas and holding the breath as you press the arms down, bring the elbows toward the hips, pubic bone pressed into the floor, lifting the sternum, that's the bone between the chest, all the way up, looking straight ahead, shoulder blades down the ribs. That's it, you can do it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, beautiful people. So from here, bring those hands back underneath the shoulders so the fingers are in line with the tips of the shoulders. Make sure those legs are nice and long and glue them together. And then lifting up the chest, keeping the elbows by the side, feeling the shoulder blades sliding down the ribs as you press yourself up. And then if you can, coming onto the tops of the feet. So in order to do this, you really need to squeeze the legs together, and then make sure that at the same time you release across the lower back. And then you keep lifting the sternum up and bring the head up slightly. So holding the breath here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And let's coming up into our downward dog, our first dog for the day. So let's just stretching out. So this is considered to be a resting pose in yoga. First time a yoga told me this, I thought she was joking, but now I get it. Okay, so fingers are separated and turning the fingers slightly out to each side. So you're having the thumb and forefinger pointing more forward and the other fingers fanning out toward the sides. And then pulling in the belly and putting on your locks and holding here. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left foot to the center and then lifting the right leg as you have that leg parallel with the sky and the earth. Pressing through the hands. So remember, you can do this on your knee if this is too challenging. You notice coming back into our cat. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replacing the legs, feet hip width apart again. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the breath as you bring the right foot to the center and lifting the leg and inhaling, putting on your locks and holding the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Separating the feet.
relaxing here, just relax. Pedaling out through the knees. Remembering it's a beautiful day. There's so much sunshine and rainbows out there. It's like, which moment do I choose? Beautiful. Okay, looking between the hands, I'm coming forward now into the plank. So again, if you prefer, you can come into the cat pose here. And we're going to lift the right leg and hover it. So pulling in through those bandhas for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replacing the leg and stretching back into the dog for a rest, or staying in your plank, your choice. So let's all come to plank now, or your cat pose, and lifting up the left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and replacing that foot. Excellent. All right, and let's bring both knees down to the mat now, knees together, and just walking back, sitting onto your heels, and then bringing your arms by your sides, forehead to the ground, Balasana, child's pose. Fully relax here, allow the shoulders to drop down, completely relax. Release and let go. Let go of anything that does not serve you today. If you find your mind travelling from the past to the future, just let it go. Allow yourself to be fully present at this moment. Beautiful. Now lifting yourself up, walking those hands forward, pressing yourself back up into the dog, and this time we'll walk the hands towards the feet. So again, have the legs bent or straight. Actually, let's just bend and straighten through those knees. Just feeling the deliciousness of how our body is opening up. Beautiful. So if you need to, then please make sure that you use blocks here. And what we're going to do is then just bringing our weight onto our left foot, grabbing our left foot while we raise up the right. So now make sure that you're turning the inner groin toward the ceiling, the outer thigh toward the floor, and you're trying to have your leg parallel with the earth and the sky. So we're not overextending, because we don't want to, because we're taking care of our lower back and our hips. So just stretching that leg out and putting on your bandhas, holding the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replacing that leg and holding both elbows and just gently breathing normally as you sway from side to side, holding your elbows. Change the cross of the arms. Beautiful. Now, bringing your left hand to the floor in front of you, and this time stretching out the left leg. So really stretching out through the heel, and you can grab your right ankle with your right hand, whatever suits you, and stretching out that leg. So pulling on the bandhas and holding the breath here, so the leg is parallel to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Replacing the foot, turning the toes out, moving them out toward the edges of the mats, and then bringing your bottom down, and let's just bring the hands to the chest. So I'll just show you here. So we're just pressing our knees out, so just getting a little bit of a stretch through the groin, and then pulling in through those bandhas and holding the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful work, everyone. Fantastic. So, this is the exercises that we're doing today, and what I'm going to. So now let's put them all together into a flow. So if you wish, just go back and repeat these exercises,
these postures, I should say, because we're not in a gym. So you can go back and repeat these postures so that you can feel comfortable with them, and then we'll bring them into it. Coming to the front of the mat, palms at the chest, big toes touching, heels apart. Separate all the fingers and just bring the heels of the hands away from each other. Inhaling and exhaling through the heart center. Separating all the toes. So really bringing your weight back onto your feet so you can feel all four parts of the feet. Really feel like there's roots going from your feet into the center of the earth. And feeling your heart center opening and expanding bright white light throughout the whole of your energetic system and every cell in the body. Now let's inhale, palms coming together above the head, pulling in the belly. Inhale, and as you exhale, releasing and letting go. Fingertips come in alignment with the toes. Exhaling all the way out. Inhaling, lifting the left leg, pressing down through the palm of the right, and then exhaling, bringing the leg to the floor in a low lunge. Inhale, hands on the knee, just lifting up the chest, and then exhaling, placing both hands down and coming back into the dog posture. Bringing the left leg to center, inhaling, rising the right leg, and then looking ahead, coming into your plank from here. Bringing both feet back to the floor, inhale and exhale as you're coming down to the floor, however which way that you choose to today. Unroll the feet. Inhale, lifting up into the Bhujangasana, the cobra, and then exhaling, pressing back through the dog posture. Looking forward, inhale, lifting up the right leg, and then exhaling as we bring the right leg next to the right hand. Bringing both hands onto that knee, so we have a high lunge here, or if you prefer, bring your knee to the ground, and let's lift up both arms to the sky. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Angel swings, fingertips coming back to the floor and pressing up that left foot to meet the right. Holding both ankles, bringing the head down towards the shins. Doing your half flat back, palms to the chest, and lifting yourself all the way back up. Beautiful. Now, fingertips apart, and just bringing yourself steadily back into the posture. Breathing naturally here, feeling grounding through your feet as you become a conduit between heaven and earth. Mother Earth, Father Sky. Palms together, inhaling, lifting the hands above the head, and exhaling, angel's wings as you bring yourself all the way down to the mat, fingertips in line with the toes. This time bring your left leg up into the sky, parallel with the earth and the sky. And as you exhale, releasing that leg, coming down onto the knee. Lifting up the body here. And then pressing yourself back into the downward dog. Now lifting up that left leg in the downward dog, parallel, and pressing through that heel and coming forward into the plank. From here, both feet down, and then coming down to the mat, whichever way that you choose today. And coming into the Bhujangasana, the Cobra pose. From here, pressing back into the dog posture. Looking between your hands, bring your left foot to the inside of the left hand. Bring both hands to the top of the knee. And if you so desire, lifting up the arms to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swan diving the arms down. Bring the right leg to meet the left. Holding the ankles and bringing your forehead to your shins. Inhale into your flat back. Hands at the heart. And inhaling all the way up. And let's bring the palms down, arms down to the sides. Beautiful. And that's all we have time for today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So if you want to do this flow again, just repeat this last section. Thank you very much. Love and light. And tomorrow we're going to do some more work that's going to be using our core and extending ourselves from there. Namaste.